Hello and welcome to 7 Days to Die Alpha 13 preview. Lots of things have changed on this game recently. There's a lot more POIs added. This is like abandoned houses all over the place these days. They've added these primarily to help you survive your first few nights, because it can be quite difficult if you've got nothing on you. They've also made it so all of these prefabs are upgradable. So, like, if you have any wood, you can upgrade it. Obviously, this is a hammer, a nail gun. You would use a stone axe or a hammer, whatever you had. This new upgrade system is pretty sweet, really, because, like, previously these burnt things, you couldn't do bugger all with them. Now, if you got the materials, you can upgrade it. Keep an eye on the right-hand side. You'll notice when the panels are upgraded, it actually physically takes materials off you now, which previously it never did. Also, when you stand on rubbish now, it makes like a noise if you're kicking a can or crumpling a paper, that kind of thing. So if there's anyone walking around you, you'll hear it. So anyway, to do with the block upgrading, if you look, see 4 wood, no 4 wood, no 4 wood. But if you notice, it upgrades it to level 2 wood rather than level 1 wood. It's pretty sweet, really. And you can upgrade this even further to metal, to steel, to reinforced. So long as you've got the materials, you can upgrade it to its final level. There you go. And again, it's showing you on the right hand side what the cost of that upgrade were, which is pretty sweet. Obviously, you'll notice there's quite a few new materials compared to what we used to in Alpha 13. Obviously, with a nail gun, this is done so quickly. With a stone axe or whatever, it would take a lot longer. But I mean, the doors are wonderful. Look at this. That's where you normally end, isn't it? And now you got these, look, which is like a vault door, and I imagine they're tough as shit to break into. So again, you can just turn that old shitty house into a lovely upgraded building, can't you? Which I personally think is a very good feature. I'm amazed at how much work they've actually put into this update. It's taken them a long time. This is just to demonstrate that now it costs your materials to repair your blocks, which previously it didn't cost. If you look at the right hand side, it's showing you what it costs to upgrade to repair the actual blocks. Again, previously it didn't cost you to repair. It did to upgrade, but not to repair. So if you don't notice this reinforced concrete block, when we damage that and upgrade it, it will cost us 1 bucket of concrete. Water has changed so much now. It's more like flowing water, which looks so sweet. You know, you can actually have it flowing downhill. It surrounds objects like stones. It'll no longer destroy your base like it used to previously. You will actually find flooded cellars in the world, and zombies will actually try and get you out of the water. If you watch how it destroys some of these some dirt, you notice how it blends in nicely, and the water will spread out. It no longer looks blocky like it did previously. It just takes a second for it to disperse around. Bit of a glitch there, look, graphical. Well, we can get rid of this tree, you'll probably solve that. Again, it's still alpha, so, you know, expect little bugs like this. But I mean, yeah, the water is looking a lot nicer than it used to do. A lot nicer. It's paving the way for waterfalls and stuff like that, isn't it now? See, this is what I'm about with the actual underwater exploration, where you can actually explore flooded. And the long-awaited mocap. You can dismember the bodies now, look. Take his head off. You can take his legs off, you can take his arms off. And what I find interesting is, if you take his legs off, he'll start crawling after you. See, to get you, he starts crawling. If you destroy one of his arms, he'll just pull himself with one of his arms to get you. I mean, that is absolutely wonderful. They really have put a lot of effort into this update. I mean, it's 2 years along now. It was their birthday in Halloween, I believe. 2 years anniversary. And for them still to be putting so much effort into each and every update is unbelievable. You've really got to take your hat off to the fun pimps. Well, full dismemberment like that, I mean, that is rare in a game these days. And there's the hordes. If you notice, they've all been upgraded to HD models. The textures have all been reworked, and the mocap animation has been added. It's absolutely brilliant. They react to where you shoot them as well now, because the hitboxes have been improved. So if you shoot the legs, they'll stumble and fall. It's like then when you shoot his head off, he's like trying to grab his bloody head. It's like, where's my head gone? Obviously, depending where you shoot them as well, determines how much damage they take. If you shoot them in the body, they're going to take a lot more shots than they are in the head. I mean, that's just so satisfying. And I'm glad they've kept the nurse. No matter how many people complain about the nurse being sexy, she's a dead, rotten corpse. There's nothing sexy about that. So that one's still crawling, because we only damaged the legs. Good night, sweet prince. Come on. See, look, shoot the leg off, comes crawling after you. I mean, that shotgun is so satisfying, the sound of it now. Yeah. Burial. Buried by gun. So again, that's the dismemberment, which is one of the best features, in my opinion, in the game. I think it's absolutely fantastic, lobbing the arms and legs off. Yeah. So now we're going to skip forward to the new gathering system, which is pretty sweet as well. Some new clothing, plant fibre. So this is a new gathering system. When you're hitting the tree, you will get the resources live. It'll show you on the right hand side what you're getting, rather than it just dropping a few logs when the tree's done. You'll get wood for every whack, but at the end of it, like now, you'll notice you got 26 wood, is it? And some seeds. But if you didn't cut the entire tree down, you would still get some resources. If you only needed 2 or 3 wood, hit it a couple of times. You know, which is the same for rocks. If you notice, the rock getting smaller every time we whack it. You know what I mean? Which is nice. It's a good little feature. It saves you having to spam the E button all the time. It was so irritating. Not only that, a lot of times your resources flew half a mile away and you could never get them again. But yeah, I think this is a wonderful new gathering system. I'm sure there'll be bugs along the way, but for now, I'm personally quite impressed. And you get an extra load of rocks at the end of it all. And again, this is all about using the right tool. Now, instead of opening the air conditioner, you can whack it with your pickaxe and you get metal from it. Keep watching, you'll notice that you're getting scrap iron. But if you use a proper tool like a wrench to dismantle it, like you would in real life, you get your other things, like you get metal pipes, you get scrap iron, you get other parts from it. And more of them, because you're taking it apart properly. This is the same with a lot of other items. If we have a look at cars. No, not cars. Yeah, cars. If you use a pickaxe, you're just going to get cloth, leather, bit of scrap metal. You know, but then if that's all you need, then yeah, get to it with your pickaxe. But if you want to do a proper job of it, again, equip your wrench and see what you get with the wrench. Look, have a gander at this. You're still getting your cloth, you're still getting your scrap and your leather. But if you notice, you get a light, a headlight. You can get springs, you can get engines, you can get all sorts of automotive parts to help you towards building your mini bike and whatever potential vehicles they add to the game in the future. Because of course the mini bike is only the first one. This is just to get us going, isn't it? But again, I do love this new crafting system. I think it's absolutely brilliant, and I think they're really going down the right road. Again, it's all randomised, what parts you get, you know. It's all based on percentages of a chance. All the mocap has been added now on all new HD zombies. Again, the hitboxes have all been vastly improved. So wherever you shoot the zombies, they have the appropriate response to where you actually hit them. Like if you shoot him in the legs, you notice he grabs his leg and stumbles and falls. Shoot him in the arm, and he grabs his arm and stumbles again. So shoot him in the head. Yep, bugger, she's a bit fast, this one. Run away. Shoot. Try that again. Shoot him in the dick. With the leg, not the dick. Oh well. In the head, look, grabs his face. And he is coming. The fat ones take a few more bullets, actually. But like I say, smaller zombies, it's still one shot kill. He's pretty tough, this one. Especially with shotgun at close range like that. But you put one in his head, he's down. Again, this is just something you could do all day long. So put it in creative mode, spawn a shit ton of zombies, and just have a load of fun with them when this eventually comes out. So she's dead, but she's just stumbling straight into a gar block. Nice one. So they're the new zombie models. So now we look at the lighting system. They've added spotlights now, so you can put these in front of your base and you can see if there's any raiders coming or any hordes of zombies. You can all stand on your platform and take them all out. You know, it gives you quite a lot of light as well for one light. And the new doors are brilliant. I mean, look at that. You know, you close your vault door, you'll feel safe behind there, especially if you've got a keystone down the PvP server. And new hatches, look, scrap metal hatch. Save having that basic wooden one. There's also vault hatches as well. So yeah, you can customise your base to hell now. Which is looking pretty sweet. That door is absolutely fantastic. Very expensive, but fantastic. This is a welcomed improvement. The barbed fences now actually slow the zombies and players down and deal a lot more damage. Previously you could just jump over the buggers or walk through the buggers. Now they will physically stop you and will cause you a severe amount of damage. It's actually making him useful for once. I mean, he is getting through, but very, very slowly. And it's causing him plenty of damage and giving you time to actually put a bullet in his head. See? You know what I mean? It's got caused, what, a good quarter damage? Yeah, and that's another thing, you can't pick them up anymore, so once you place them, be very careful, because you're stuck with them. This is another thing, is that the hunting system now, you have to actually cut the animal open and get the meat from them, the leather and all that. Now, that's only if you use a knife. If you try and take the animal apart using a pickaxe or like a more near that type of weapon, you're not going to get as much from it. So always use your hunting knife. Just to demonstrate, if you drop something at the right hand side, it shows you what you actually dropped if you have a look. So like, for example, if your inventory is full and you eat some food and that can drops on the floor, it'll tell you that you dropped that can, if you're bothered about the can, that is. And again, this is a spotlight, which is fantastic for mining because it gives you a good view. And this is actually oil inside the desert. You know what I mean? You can obviously turn the oil shell into gasoline, which you can use to fuel your car or future generators or whatever else you had. Which, I mean, it makes the desert more useful. Usually the desert's pretty crap. And now there's something worth doing. Again, you'll get more at the end of the mine. Like, you get a few per whack. You get a good payload, like there, 33, when you actually destroy the full item. So that's pretty much it for Alpha 13. There's a lot more in the game that isn't covered in this video. A lot of things will be for you to figure out yourself. And I've been Phil Arrow, and this has been 7 Days to Die Alpha Preview. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye, bye for now.